fondest memory? It would definitely have to be being on the football team and playing with all my friends, forming a brotherhood, building relationships throughout my high school career.
Favorite thing? Oh, gotta be Film Fest. Gotta be Film Fest. Senioritis.
Probably the first time ever entering the building and trying to find my way around, trying to find my first classes and getting lost in the school.
First time meeting Andrew.
Say it would be a tie between senior banquet and senior prom, definitely.
Honestly, being besties with Mr. Ranieri, fist bumps in the hallway, 10 out of 10, they're the best.
Easily my fondest memory was going to Mr. Methacton, or participating in Mr. Methacton and going to the practices. All 16 of those guys, I love those guys to death. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I think my fondest memory was actually a recent one. It was Film Fest. We had a lot of fun making the movie and just seeing everyone's reaction to it.
I liked Halloween a lot. Like when a lot of people come up with their costumes, it really spoke volumes about who they were. I feel like there were some good ones.
I really enjoyed post-prom last year. Our post-proms are like really cool. It's good to see our money going other places. There's a lot of activities at Methacton, so if you think like there's nothing for you to do, trust me, there is.
Probably the senior banquet. That was very fun.
Definitely track and field. I started track and field as a junior in high school, which was a little scary because I didn't know anyone. And just every single meet, being able to do triple jump, being able to actually qualify for meet of champs in my senior winter season, that was just really great. And all the amazing people and the team that I met for that.
Ricardo from the Italy trip.
Probably each time in the cafeteria when people kick at the vending machine.
The mini golf at post-prom.
Oh yeah, making bowls and ceramics.
Probably spending time with my friends and having a lot of gags.
I think definitely my favorite memory was Film Fest. I just had so much fun being with all my friends, making a movie, and then watching them all, everyone else's movies. It was just such a cool, fun time.
Mr. Methacton, when I did Mr. Methacton.
Probably when Mr. Bontempo ended up arm wrestling one of the seniors at lunch my freshman year.
Oh my god, I think it was like, I would have to say post-prom. Like, over both years, both were really good. However, I was let down. I was promised a mechanical bull, and that was not there. And to this day, I'm still upset about it.
So my fondest memory of Methacton is either post-prom or Film Fest.
The school food and my friends.
Post-prom this year, it was really fun. Actually, last year too. All of them were all pretty fun.
Probably sleeping in class a lot. Post-prom, definitely that one.
I remember that in freshman year, it was like the middle of March 2020, and I was sitting in my science class with Dr. Kakoza, and we had a test coming up the next Monday. And they were reporting on COVID-19, and it was starting to spread and stuff. And Dr. Kakoza was confidently saying, like, we're probably not going to shut down, so make sure that you're ready for the test on Monday. And that night we shut down.
The one little thing I looked forward to every day was going to News Journal during homeroom because it was just a group of people I just get along with.
Mini-thon was great both years. Prom was amazing. I'm really looking forward to that this year. And all the spirit days that were organized, yeah, they were all cool.
I probably missed the time I spent with all my friends and teachers in the classes. It's pretty fun.
Don't run into the biggest guy on the first day. It's a terrible idea.
I would say get involved in everything you want to be involved in, whether it's clubs or going to prom or mini-thon. Do all the events, go to all the football games, the basketball games. Those are some of my fondest memories, and I think you meet a lot of great people for all of those.
Do your work, I guess. I don't.
Coming into high school, I was quite an arrogant guy. And I learned that when you're arrogant, it's not really helpful to learn. So I'd tell the freshmen to not be arrogant and be open-minded.
Stop stopping in the hallways because it's annoying.
You think your grades don't matter when you come in, but they do. It affects your GPA later. Work hard now so you don't have to work hard senior year.
Definitely like get involved, go to Minithon, go to like all the school dances. That's like the most fun part.
Probably just like, I would say get involved and just like appreciate it while it lasts because it goes by really fast.
Words of wisdom. Make friends with people who matter and who are gonna stick around. Also, opinions are kind of irrelevant. Like, do what you want kind of thing. Have fun, but not too much fun. And live responsibly.
Pick electives that you actually like, not just like because they're easy. Find stuff that you enjoy and then pick electives like based on that.
Just don't sign into study hall on the first day of school or ever. They're gonna call your name, just don't.
Don't die.
I think you should get involved more. I think that they should try to learn at every opportunity that they get. I think it's important. I think there's a lot of opportunities to learn here, and I think that freshmen should definitely focus on getting involved and learning here.
Just go with the flow. Don't take anything too deep. Just cruise.
Don't go in the school bathroom. You're gonna have to hold it.
Don't run in the hallways. If you're late, it's not a big deal. Most of your teachers don't care except for a couple. And then also don't stop in the middle of the hallway. It's really annoying.
I would honestly say that you should take electives that you want to pursue in the future. So like personally, I took a computer science elective, and that's helping me a lot pursue my computer science degree at Penn State next year. So we'll see how that goes.
Do the homework.
Literally just dress up for spirit days, do the effort, do the most. No one really cares. Just saying.
Freshmen, I would say try a wide variety of electives early on just to kind of try a lot of different things and see what you like.
Surround yourself with good people and people that you find like are truly happy with.
Don't stress out too much about little things. Everything's gonna work out in the end, and just make sure you remember, like, live in the moment and don't worry about things in the future.
Not to stress too much. Like, you'll think 9th grade is very important, which it is, it's pretty important, but it's not the end-all be-all. You still have 3 more years. You have summers to do things, and you shouldn't worry as much. But take it seriously, but not too seriously.
Try real hard. Nobody thinks you're cool if you're a loser and you don't do your assignments. Like, you will have no future if you do not care.
Don't procrastinate. I mean, I've done that a lot, and it's kind of biting me in my back. So just make sure you have a schedule and keep pace with it.
I'd say don't be afraid to get involved in stuff, because like the more things you do, the more fun your high school experience is going to be. So yeah, don't be scared to try things.
Take art classes and take AP Lang. It's not hard. You don't do anything.
Work hard your first 3 years so that your 4th quarter senior year you can not care and not have to worry about your GPA.
Take ceramics all 4 years because it's really calming. And don't let other people discourage you and do other things.
Participate in school events, get out of your comfort zone, and do things that interest you. Because you could look at things and you might be nervous to do it. Like you might want to do a sport, you might want to participate in an event.
Senior year, you're probably gonna have like a lot of free time, so maybe save some of the harder classes, like the AP classes, for then, because then you'll have time to like work on stuff.
Just being around a bunch of people that I grew up going to school with, and just a lot of the dumb things that we do in school, like the no backpack day from the 1 year was really funny.
I would say like try hard now in school so you don't have to do as much work later. Like get your classes done, like your credits, you know.
Freshman year matters.
I would say just say yes to everything. Like whenever someone asks you to go somewhere, just say yeah. Go do it.
Never give up, and if you want to do if you want to do college, and listen to military.
If you're a slow walker, move to the right.
Make sure you plan ahead.
Take advantage of all the great opportunities here at Methacton. Do as much as you can, get involved, and make the most of every day you're here, because it will go very, very fast.
Honestly,
Not too many because my freshman year got cut off because of COVID. But what I would say is don't be scared. It's very fun. It's a lot different from any school you've been to, Arcola, Skyview, if you've been in Methacton. It's a lot different, but it's all respectful, it's all fun. The teachers will care for you. The classes are fun. There's a lot more fun classes. Just don't be scared. And that's the main thing. We see a lot of scared freshmen out here, and it's all cool. It's all games here. It's all fun.
Definitely Mr. Methacton. You know, at first I wasn't entirely sure that I wanted to do it. I didn't think I'd like it. I didn't think it'd be good. But now that I've done it, I have 16 brand new brothers, and it was really, really fun doing it and getting to know everybody and performing.
Something I look back to is probably like Minithon. Like I was hesitant of going at first, but like I ended up enjoying it, having like a great time.
Definitely gonna miss my friends because we're all kind of going to separate places across the country, so that's definitely gonna suck. And I'm also gonna miss the band, you know, miss my coach and all my other marching band peers.
Probably just being comfortable, like knowing everybody and knowing how things work and stuff.
I'd say all my teachers that have helped me get this far. In particular, Mr. Phelan, he's my favorite teacher. I'll miss him a lot.
I'll miss seeing random stuff every day in the hallways, always getting a good laugh, just seeing stuff you're probably not going to see anywhere else throughout the day.
I think what I'll miss most about being with Acton is just being here and getting to see everyone who I've been with here for 12 years. You know, just getting to see everyone every day, talking to my friends, being with everyone. I think just kind of the community of the whole school I just miss.
Some of the teachers actually, yeah, on some of the courses.
Football?
Oh yeah, football was fun. That was a fun one.
I'm definitely gonna miss all my friends. Obviously, you know, that's when I go away at college. I'm definitely gonna miss all my friends the most.
My friends, of course. Also, you know, teachers like Mr. McCoach, Mr. Clark, and you know, stuff like Film Fest and music and stuff like that.
I'll miss seeing a lot of people. Like after high school, I'm probably not going to see many people I went to high school with, and so I'll just miss being able to see you guys. I'll just see at school, not outside of it.
A lot of my classes, like the people in my classes made it, like all the difference. Like I feel like my freshman year like class with Kokozo was so fun, and like a lot of my art classes, like I love all the people like in it. It's just like a different group of people that I get to like be with.
Definitely all of my friends. Since I'm going away for college, I won't be seeing any of them for quite a long time. So that is one of my main things that I will miss dearly. I'm gonna try and make the most of this summer while I can before I have to leave, but that's probably one of the only things and that I will definitely miss the most is all of my friends here. I like it.
I'm just gonna miss all the people I see every day probably, and yeah, that's probably it.
Probably the school spirit, environment, and Mr. Helm right there. It's amazing what we have here, and I'm gonna miss it a lot.
I think the people, honestly, as much as, you know, it's exhausting being here every single day, I enjoy getting to see all my friends, getting to see the wonderful teachers, giving them a run for their money sometimes with my personality.
One teacher I will miss is my physics teacher who I had last year, Mr. Gettler. He was a new teacher last year who replaced Mr. Alvarenga, and he was awesome. His class was amazing. He had tons of fun activities, tons of fun projects, and he was just a cool dude overall. So want to say bye to him. And then also I probably have to say goodbye to probably one of my favorite teachers as well, Mr. Sawyer. I know he already left, but it was fun to say goodbye to him because his class was awesome. It was robotics and electronics class. We built a bunch of mini robots. We built circuits in a circuit board. We coded, and that class was just all fun projects. And he was the greatest teacher. He was so nice.
Probably just like being able to loiter in Mr. Coons' room with no consequence whatsoever. Like, I've skipped so many classes. I've not used a smart pass. Like, you're gonna have to take that out.
The thing I'll definitely miss most about being here is the TV studio, just Mr. Clark, and being able to just come here and be creative. That's definitely my favorite part of high school. I'm gonna miss it so much when we leave here.
I'll definitely miss Mr. Coons. Like, I always say that. Like, I feel like every like time when I have like a free period, like I spend it with Mr. Coons.
Anything but a backpack day last year. That was fun. We were sledding down the stairs in a sled. Yeah.
Remember the shopping carts?
Yeah. I brought 3 of those, I think.
The lunches, they're awful.
The food and some, no, just the food.
I will not miss the parking lot issues. There are a lot of those. It is rough in the parking lot.
I concur.
Probably waking up super early and taking classes I don't really care about.
Waking up really early, teacher saying you can't go to the bathroom, bathrooms being shut down, and probably milk with cheeseburgers.
My biggest regret was getting sick a lot and shaving my head. I regret the losing hair part, but not the donating hair part.
My biggest regret was probably not getting involved more. I'd like to, I kind of, looking back on it now, I kind of wish that I did get involved more and meet new people. So aside from that, yeah, I'd say it was definitely getting involved.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to take another film class, but I didn't really like get fully interested in film until like pretty much this year and last year and this year. So I wish I would just taken more electives that I like, you know.
I wish I did more art classes, like studio art and maybe like ceramics. I do think like COVID definitely affected that, like because I was at home for so much, but that would have been really fun to get into some of those types of art as well.
My biggest regret is not doing Mr. Methacton this year. I saw everybody having a good time and I just regret not doing it.
My biggest regret is not attending like more of like the events. Like last year I didn't go to prom or post prom.
Shout out to Smeet. Not really. I don't know.
Obviously, Coach G, all the football staff, Miss Griffith, my favorite science teacher. Sorry, Coach G. Let's see, Mr. Horvath, he's the GOAT all time. I just say Miss Palmer. Hi, Miss Palmer. Of course, I'm her favorite student, but she won't say that. She won't acknowledge that.
Yes, all the teachers that wrote me my letters of recommendation, shout out to Mr. Rice, Dr. Kokoza. Those aren't just the teachers that I'll miss. I'll miss a lot of teachers here, but shout out to them for writing my letters of recommendation. Love you guys.
Shout out my mom, who also works here, is the right now is the Art 1 teacher. She's retiring this year as well. Like I'm retiring. I'm graduating. We're graduating and retiring the same year, so shout out her. Shout out Mr. Clark, had a fun time in his class. Shout out Mr. Rice, fun time in his class, and Mr. McCoach as well.
Shout out to God. Shout out to my counselors.
I gotta shout out Mr. Clark, of course. He like showed me like how to do filmmaking, and that's like what I really love to do. So shout out Mr. Clark. Shout out Mr. Rice. Intro to film. It was a super fun class. I love watching movies in this class. He's retiring next year, so this year. So see you later, Mr. Rice. It's been real. Mr. McCoach, I've been doing jazz band all of high school. It's been super fun. Thanks for putting up with my super loud drumming and drumming when I'm not supposed to be. Mrs. Griffith, you're the best science teacher in the whole world. Mr. Horvath, you're awesome too. Shout out to all the teachers who were in my movie. That was really cool.
I want to give a shout out
to one of my top teachers, Mr. Horvath. I've had him for 2 years for U.S. history and government. And he is very great. We had a lot of good memories in his class.
I just want to thank and shout out Fran, Mr. McCoach, and the rest of the music department.
I shout out my friend Nihal. He's a cool man, I guess. So I'd like to shout out Miss Palmer and her great chemistry class. I think my favorite part of that was at the end when we watched Hidden Killers. That totally didn't give me a fear of rivers, Miss Palmer. Thanks.
Yeah, I'd like to give a farewell to all my wrestling coaches, teammates, and I guess just all my teachers I've had throughout the years.
Shout out to Kenneth Stanko for making great movies at Film Fest.
I definitely want to thank my mom and my dad because they've helped me out so much with my academic career. And also a few teachers, Mr. Nessenson, I love that man. Mr. Kistler, even though his class was hard, I love him.
Shout out to my boy Joey Marrow. He's always been there for me. Shout out to Mr. Clark. He's not right there. I'm not sure why I'm pointing there.
Shout out to Mr. Bassick for finally making me quit my job.
Farewell to Jay Walt, my favorite teacher. You made bio really fun, even though it was a really hard class. And Miss McCauley is my favorite teacher this year. Ceramics is so fun. And Mrs. Meanex is my favorite English teacher. So, shout out to Mr. Mark Rick Nelms. He is our AP government teacher, her long-term sub this year. He's really funny and he makes class really fun. So,
I would like to shout out Mr. Bassick and all the business courses that they have to offer in the school.
I'm gonna have to shout out Miss Palmer on this one. You know, being a great teacher and all.
Shout out to Dr. Kokoza for putting up with me for 4 years.
Shout out to the entire art department for making my high school experience enjoyable. Mr. Coons, Ms. McCulley, Ms. Hall, and Ms. Fanchek really shaped my high school experience, and that was what made it the best.
Shout out to Kendall.
I'm Kendall Question. Teacher.
To Mr. Horvath. Best teacher out there.
Probably Mr. Gettler. I really like Mr. Gettler. He was cool.
I'd like to thank the entire art department for my entire 4 years of here at Methacton. More specifically, Clark, Coons, and Miss McCulley.
I just real quick want to shout out every teacher that has a microwave in their room. Y'all are G's, for real.
I would like to shout out Mr. Rice, Mr. Chapin, Mr. McCoach, Mr. Clark. Thank you to all of them for making these years in high school great and always looking after me. This has been a great experience in high school, and I've had such a good time. And being in the TV studio and the music room, it's been great, and it's really helped. I really found my interest with these teachers, and I feel like they almost took me under their wing and showed me the way. So I really appreciate all you guys. For all you senior buddies, just go out there, have fun in life. I hope you all have a successful time and you all do great things. I want to see everyone do good and going for you guys. I'm cheering you on, so thank you.
I'd like to shout out Mrs. Palmer for sophomore year during our COVID year, making that not miserable, because she was my first period teacher, and just really, like, when you would come in, she would always have a story like to tell, and it always like brightened your mood with like everything going on in the world at that time. It was always nice to hear her story and how chaotic her life was, and it always just like brought a smile to your face. So huge shout out to her.
Shout out to Michael Wolbers, Zach Willen, Ethan Bernhardt, Jack Winters, Josh Cankro. I love all you guys. I miss them a lot. If I get it my way, I'll be a stay-at-home dad with a really good-looking wife at some island somewhere.
I plan on not staying in Pennsylvania, if not Pennsylvania being relatively close to it, but I want to travel. I want to go other places that I haven't been to.
Would you want to go live in Canada?
Honestly, not a bad choice at this time. Canada's always an option. I mean, I have a dual citizenship, so I can always just go and live there if I wanted to and get a job. Who knows? I might stay in Florida. Might travel to the other side of the world, go to Europe. I don't know, just anywhere. But if I do decide to stay in Pennsylvania, that's where I'll be. And hopefully by that time I'll have one of my dream jobs, if not the job I want to do for the rest of my life.
I'm going to Penn State, and I'm going to be studying applied data sciences there. Hopefully I have a job in 10 years, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
Pretty solid.
Most likely owning a business of some sort, and continuing with landscaping probably as a side gig.
Doing something with sports, probably like sports broadcasting. If not that, I'll probably be dead. I don't know, maybe something like that.
I plan to be golfing with Mr. Ryan.
Like professionally?
Yeah, me and Mr. Ryan, he's gonna be my caddy boy. We're gonna go pro.
Hopefully rich. That's what I'm going for. On a yacht, rich.
Where do I think I'll be, or where do I hope I'll be?
Whatever you want to answer.
So I want to be a dance teacher and a choreographer. I would love to start my own dance company, so hopefully I'll be living in Philly and have my own dance company.
I would add like Walmart segways, so the people can not walk to class, and like we could have like a little like road rules for Methacton. We could like all the hallways be roads, and we have stop signs and stuff.